Hello everybody, it's Nicholas Jansen here, welcoming you back to the Wildfire live stream. Today, it's a Wildfire late stream. We are here. It's a wonderful Tuesday night. We just had a little bit of a, our co-host Jade had some prior engagements. We had to push the live stream back from its usual time of 8 p.m. to a special time of 9 p.m. But then we had to push that back to a nice 10 p.m. So now here we are. We are ready to go on the live stream. But, we're not going to let that stop us. It's a late night. Maybe the vibe in here is a bit somber. Energy's going down. Better hit that light. Better hit that light. God bless you. Hello to everybody who's coming in the chat.
Who do we got?
They just left, but we had Rahul1588 and Gravy3636, which sound like made-up accounts that are spam bots, but we welcome you anyway.
Well, thanks for having me.
I didn't get a chance to test the shadows, but okay, we're okay.
Welcome to the live stream, everybody. My name's Jade Robertson.
Here he is.
Pleasure to be here.
The man who we all waited for.
Sorry for making you waiting. I had some prior engagements, some prior commitments.
Yes.
That went a little long.
That's okay.
But I don't think that they're ever going to end some of those prior commitments.
Right. But it's a Wildfire late stream. That's okay.
How's everybody doing?
We're all doing great here. Everybody watching is doing great. Oh!
How you saw?
The number one fan.
Annyeong. Here we are. Another Tuesday night. Mm-hmm. What is this, November the 17th?
It's November the 17th, yes.
And believe it or not, we're going live with a good friend of mine, personally. Can say he's one of my best friends, is Hari Ramesh.
Ah.
And I'm excited to
very excited to talk to him.
Invite him to the live stream. You know why he's a best friend?
Why is that?
Because when he comes down to Toronto and visits, I just let him live with us.
That's true.
Unless you're a best friend.
So far, that is true.
So I'm just trying to log on to our Wi-Fi here. Got some questions lined up for our audience watching, but mostly for Hari.
That's true. What would you like to ask the audience?
Well, I guess first and foremost is it's November 17th and COVID numbers are going up. Mm-hmm. Things are looking freaky again. Everybody's kind of freaking out. I'm freaking out. I mean, it's crazy to just still be working and dealing with all that. So I'm curious to hear anybody else's experiences and sort of hope everybody's doing okay.
Yeah.
But if anybody needs to talk, they can always come and talk.
Jade.
Mud girl.
Your mud girl mama's in the chat.
Hey mom, welcome to the live stream.
Cheers.
Cheers to you. So I learned that. So I just
got there.
So I just came. This is a bear runner. There's something in there.
There's a pubic hair.
Something like that.
It's good for you.
It's good for you. Protein. But yeah, no, I just came from work. There was a screening of a film, and a few notables were there, and it was a pretty notable night.
Right.
Kind of crazy, just what it's like to make a film, finish it, have it basically ready to watch, and people can watch it. People do watch it, and you get a good reception from it, and then things kind of blow up in a certain way. And then other things blow up too. And that's kind of the issue around no power here for 12 hours.
Ooh,
well, it's nothing new, Mom? Remembering back to the good old days of growing up on 77 Grant Road, living in a red log cabin, having a wood fire stove, and at times no power, and having to use candlelight and firelight to read and cook, do stuff.
That's wonderful. Was it good, or
what do you mean?
Was it nice? Memories? Are those good memories, or
I mean,
did you find that a challenging time?
It gives you a certain perspective on life where it's I wouldn't want to go through that again, but I feel like I would it's a good thing to get kids to go through something. It's a good thing to get kids to go through something like that, though, because it made me who I am. So it's good to expose your kids to like living in life and not like just sheltering them away from.
Is that why you leave all the lights on? Because you're just so happy to have power. You just want the lights on all the time.
Probably. Probably there's something in there for sure. But yeah, I mean, I think we should just do a little intro for Hari before we bring him on. It's 10:07. So, can you believe it? It is Tuesday again.
Wow.
Say hi to Hari in the chat.
It is Tuesday again.
This is Nicholas Jansen.
As we discussed. And this is Jade Lee Robertson. And we're going live with an editor and filmmaker.
Hari Ramesh.
Hari Ramesh.
I hope I pronounced your name right. You can tell me if I didn't. But Hari teaches me how to pronounce a lot of words, so it's a lot of help. I feel like the main thing is just, no matter how long the word is, just try and say it as fast as you can. That's the best way to pronounce a word. Hari is an online editor at Rolling Pictures in post-production. Born on the 29th of June, 1993, he currently resides in Sault Ste. Marie. After coming from India in 2016, he has since worked on sets of many feature films. He's taken on a plethora, good word, Hari, of roles, including grip, electric, assistant director,
production assistant, locations, PA, and also etc., which is a great role.
Etc. is one of the best roles you can have on a set.
And he's also worked on numerous short films as a writer, director, DP, and editor.
Editor.
But currently,
you
you can find Hari working as an online editor in the post-production industry, and he's just racking up the credits. Various TV shows and films primarily based in Canada and the US.
That's 10.
Right?
We can't wait to have a great chat with Hari, who we're going to invite on shortly, about his life in Canada, before Canada, his role at Rolling Pictures, his own projects that he's been able to get off the ground. Join us tomorrow evening at 9 p.m. EST. You won't want to miss it. Everybody, we'll see you later.
See you then. Reading an old script. Well, without further ado, I think it's almost time to welcome. Hey!
Yo, nice lighting.
Thanks, I prepped it. I prepped it just for your video.
Nick, this camera's too high. Like, we're like getting cut off here. Oh, get the crowd. Oh.
Mine too.
Got to adjust.
Yeah, Hari, yours is pretty good. I mean, it's pretty standard. I mean, if you were going to get experimental with it, how would you get experimental with it?
With what?
Your camera angle.
Oh, wait. David is texting. Tell David to stop texting.
David, stop texting Hari. You like the plan?
Nice. Nice touch. I have a mask like that too.
Welcome to the Wildfire live stream. This is the first time for us. I mean, we've done a lot of things together, but we haven't done this.
What do you mean? I was on here once before.
Oh, you have been on here.
Oh!
I made fun of you guys.
Gotcha.
This is the first time having you on as
We've been doing this for 100 weeks.
Yes. This is the 100th. Is this the 100th week?
No, it feels like it, but no.
We've only been doing this for like
26.
Maybe 30?
I don't know.
Getting close to 30. It was March when we started, or April when we started.
Not bad.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I didn't plan any questions. I just was ready to have a good conversation. So I'll just start with this conversation. We'll get
I was
into some
hoping you had good questions, Jade.
No, I have some questions, but they're more fun questions. But I guess the main question that I want to ask you is like dedicating your time to like a certain type of craft, or like how you do with editing, or how you would do with illustrating, stuff like that. Like talking about how just the amount of time it takes to just get good at these kinds of things, and that aspect of the amount of time you put into your work.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Wait, you didn't finish? That wasn't a question. I thought you were telling me something.
No, it wasn't framed as like a question. It was just more like I was just sort of rambling and thinking of some things that we're passionate about and trying to roll off of that. But you know what? I'm gonna hand it over to Nick. Nick, you ask a question.
Well, first I think we ask everybody this. First of all, how are you, and what did you have for dinner?
I'm great. I just had pizza, and yeah, that was pretty much it. Leftover pizza.
Oh, that's even better.
Hmm.
Did you warm it
Yeah,
up or did you eat it cold?
I always warm it up. Eating
Okay.
it cold is something Jade would do. That's
I
not
like a good
something.
cold pizza.
Ugh.
True.
Where are you from?
Well, I'm from Sault Ste. Marie.
You were
Okay, I'm
born in
from
Sault Ste. Marie.
born- uh, this. Hurry, guys. Robert is Rob. So Robert has interviewed me before, and he's trying to edit a video, and he's struggling right now. So he's trying to roast me. But
This isn't
yeah.
an interview. This isn't an interview. This is not an interview.
This is an interrogation.
An interrogation. This isn't a negotiation. This is an evaluation.
Okay. Okay, let's evaluate. Uh, but yeah, I was born in India.
You were born in Bangalore, India.
No, I was not. I was born in a city called it's called Kerala.
Kerala?
Kerala.
Kerala.
Yeah, it's close.
Growing up there, what drew you to the arts?
So initially I wanted to be an animator, but it was too much work, so I just switched to film. It was way easier.
At what point did you switch?
Like animators. I think it was in. So I did a bachelor's when I was in India.
Mm-hmm.
It was bachelor's in visual communication. So it had like journalism, photography, animation, a bunch of different things, and I narrowed it down to film,
Right.
because it was way more easier, and you could involve your friends in it, and I don't know, it was fun to watch. So I was like, yeah, this is great.
Someone once said to me today that the most important thing in the film industry is like the coordination and the teamwork aspect and working with different teams and stuff. What say you on that?
Yeah, like there's no one person that can get a movie done. You need to work with a crew, and it's all how you delegate your tasks to your crew members. And yeah, that's pretty much mostly how you direct. That's pretty much directing, but it's coordinating with your crew and being nice to them, just so they can, even they like doing the work rather than kind of forcing them to do it and getting a shitty project. Yeah. I mean, we worked on people, and not all of them turned out great.
Were either of your parents artists or anyone in your family, or are you a first generation?
No, I'm a fully first generation. Yeah, I don't think anyone even in my extended family, actually that's a lie, but nowhere in my close family that we have any artists.
What?
I mean, my very close family, like nowhere
Right.
that I always meet. Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, we'd love to take you inside the Wildfire Actors Studio.
Okay.
We could call it the Wildfire Editors.
We'll call it the Wildfire Editor / Director / Filmmaker in general. Business acumen,
It's just a title.
technical knowledge. You got those things. So, in my evaluation, those are the two things I want to improve on the most.
Okay.
Accountability. That was the number one.
Jade
So
feels
you
like
want-
he's always being evaluated at this point. He has to prove himself in every conversation.
I know, pretty much every day I'm trying to prove myself.
Greg just joined the chat. He's the director and also
Oh, yeah.
editor of Wildfire.
Nice. See, he was editing. Yes.
There
That's
you
what
go.
editors do. You're always editing.
I appreciate us always being able to distract Greg slightly on a Tuesday night.
Yeah, it gives him something to look forward to as much as it gives me something to look forward to, man. Like, these Wildfire live streams have kept us going throughout this entire COVID thing that's going on. How are you doing in regards to COVID before I get into the Wildfire Actor Studio questions? Editors.
So, I was actually at your place when COVID started.
True.
Yeah, I was there for a week, and that's when it hit the fan. And yeah, so the first main challenge when COVID started was I had to immediately book my flight back. I was supposed to come back with our CEO, Mike. He was supposed to drive, and he was like, I'm not driving. So I had to immediately book an immediate flight. which was expensive because like the very next day was crazy expensive. So I booked a week after. So I had to stay with you guys for a week and steal all your food and your couch.
Good to have company.
So it was a good time. We watched some good movies.
Yeah, did I fall asleep during most of them?
Yeah, I know all of them. I don't think you ever see it.
I have a problem.
Think of all the movies we've watched in this apartment. He's stayed awake for maybe 4 of them.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, I've got a problem. So that's awesome. We'd love to take you inside the Wildfire Editor Studio.
Mhm.
If you're ready. Are you ready?
Okay, sure.
I'm going to bring the fire.
Bring it.
Okay.
All right.
Ooh, is Abby joined? Hey, is Abby?
Shall I begin?
Okay,
Yeah,
Abigail.
Nick, take him through it.
All right. We're going to try this rapid fire, but it never usually works. So if you need to take a second to think of an answer, that's fine.
Okay.
So, what is your favorite word?
Moist.
Nice. What is your least favorite word?
Jade.
What turns you off?
Procrastination. I don't know.
Wow.
Something I always do, and I don't like when others procrastinate for some reason.
Right. I'm guilty of that.
Yeah.
What
Turns
you
on.
A good movie. That work?
That's a great answer.
Too cheesy?
I'll throw it over to Jade.
What sound or noise do you hate?
Sound of you talking. I'm kidding.
Yes. Finally, someone can throw it back at Jade. Yes.
No one's ever made me cry on this show, Hari. I think you're going to be the first one to make me cry.
The first for everything.
Everybody's like, oh, I wonder who this Hari guy is. He seems like that's such a nice guy. And then they come in and you're just bullying me the whole time during this live stream. This guy seems like a dick.
No fairness. I do that all the time. I do bully you all the time.
Wow.
I like it.
If you had the chance to.
I forgot.
If we worked together in the same place, I'd probably be like,
Yeah. I mean, we did work together on set for how many years? 3?
well,
Maybe 3.
when did we first
I would
meet? When did we first meet? I don't even remember. You probably have a better memory.
I would actually like to know this. I don't even. I'd like to
Did you work on the bets?
Did I meet you on the bet?
Yeah. You did, right?
Yeah, I worked on the bet, but I thought I knew you before the bet.
No. So I think that was our first film, our first feature. Because before that, the only film I worked on was called Pie Wacket, and you were not on that.
And
What year would this be?
this would have been 2016? 2017.
Nice.
This was 2017.
Because 2016 was when I first came in to this great land, to this great...
Well, that's an interesting story that night. So, I mean, getting the job on the bet was kind of out of nowhere. Jackson actually said, go check out this hot list. They've got a bunch of emails. I emailed them with Xander, who's a good film contact of mine down in Buffalo.
Yeah.
Helping me write some emails. I've always had good help. The key with all this is having good help. Hey, Dimitri. Yeah. Dimitri just joined. Dimitri, I'm sorry I didn't message you back on Facebook. The film is doing really well. Just wanted to let Dimitri know that. But anyway, I was working at Kelsey's, and I had a manager push me.
Really?
Like, literally, like, push me into, like, something else.
Huh.
And I snapped on him. I was like,
in a good way? Like, just physically push you?
Like shoved him.
out of the way.
Oh. Well, that's not nice.
I snapped. Anyway, long story short is, I found a job. I got a job. I got a job offer to drive some shit up to the Sioux and have like 4 days. And so I was like, okay, I'm down. Angelica, shout out to Angelica. She said hi.
Hey, Jelly. You should bring Jelly home. She has way more experience, and she probably has a lot more to say.
This is true.
She taught me everything I knew. Right, Jelly?
All right, well, we'll cut this then.
All right. I'll see you later.
Just kidding.
No, I just wanted to get to that point because it was like, I was working a server job, and then I picked a film job, and then the bet turned into brotherhood, turned into astronaut, turned into, wow, moving around a little bit, and then moving to Toronto doing serving again, and then finding rolling pictures. So it's kind of crazy how we both had the same first film, and it took us a while to get to where we are now, but we're both here doing it.
Wait, was the bet your first film?
No, Octavio is Dead was, but the bet was the first like good opportunity where like I worked for like 8 weeks on that film.
Oh,
Like I worked for prep, production, and post, or like wrap. I had like a week of wrap in the office, maybe 2 weeks of.
look at that. That was on my old phone.
But anyway, shout out to Joan Carwigan,
Shout out to
David
Ray
Gordian, the great couple there that make films up in the Sioux. They've made The Bet.
Yeah, dude. Actually, Borga and Joan and David me into their films. Jelly shouted on the thing. Thanks, Jelly.
Give a shout out to, we got 10 people watching. This is
a career high
That's
for
great.
the live stream right now. If we get anybody else in here, that would be insane.
and it's 10
Yeah,
o'clock, which I didn't think it would be this popular.
Matt!
It's 10 o'clock.
Matt, go on the live stream.
Would that be a record? Is it 10 people?
I'm sorry. I think we've hit 12 before, so don't get too crazy.
This is
Okay.
crazy. Okay, what sound or noise do you love?
What was sorry?
What sound or noise do you love?
Room tone.
Woo! We got David in the
good
house.
room.
We got David in the house.
Ah,
David's in the house right now.
12.
Herman's in the house. Oh my god. Okay, I'm nervous because he's gonna call me out on my bullshit. Look
What's
at
your
that.
favorite curse word?
Oh, there's too many.
You got name one.
Hey, bitch. Uh-huh.
Bitch.
Yeah. I know, Jelly.
Greg loves
I
your
love your
shirt.
shirt. Thank you so much, Greg. I like it too.
Show it off for the people watching.
Well, it's a Black Panther.
That
Nice.
is-
Shout out to Black Panther. Shout out to that's just sad. It's sad. Man.
Yeah.
It's sad.
It's bittersweet wearing this shirt, but you know.
If heaven exists, what would you want to hear from God at the pearly gates?
I'm atheist, so I wouldn't want to hear anything. If I heard it, I don't know.
Sweet,
No, I
sweet
say it.
silence.
Wow. Well,
Sweet sound.
that's a way to
I mean-
describe it then. What profession rather than your own would you like to attempt? Other than animator.
Like in film or anything else?
Well, no, it's as
What-
general as you want.
I guess what other field interests you that in another world or in a different time you could pursue instead of film?
Astrophysics, maybe. I like it. I still have books. That's the only books I have. That
No,
I find
Jade, you were a science guy at one point.
No, you'd
What? No. What do you mean?
be a wrestler.
Actually, David's right. Bodybuilding. Bodybuilding is
There you
appropriate. Actually, MMA fighter too. That would be.
I just did a 48-hour film festival. Have you ever done any of these like timeline festivals where you have to do it in a certain amount of time?
Yeah, I've done a 24-hour festival, which I finished in 6 hours,
Nice.
and it was great. It turned out good. I was working on 3 other films at the time, so I just did a one shot, and it was great. But it ended up being like 2 shots in the film, but it was mostly just 1 shot, and yeah, people liked it. It was great. I think you've probably seen it too.
I have.
Little clap.
It's by Vlad.
No, by me. Wait, what are you talking about?
Huh?
What? You make films?
By yeah, unfortunately. So this is how.
So what films have you been working on? Like what stuff have you been making yourself?
For myself, or what I do in the company.
Like any of your freelance or any of the work that you've been doing outside of the company? Let's start with that.
As of right now, I'm doing a video for the city,
Yep.
Sault Ste. Marie. I'm doing a music video for 180 Sisterhood, which is Trish Wainoni and Rebecca Heron. They probably might join.
No.
Very cool.
Let's shout out them. Shout out them. So
Yeah.
talk about Trish Renoni and Rebecca Heron.
So Trish is originally from the Sioux, and she lived in Toronto for like a decade working in. She's left the Sioux to work on films in Toronto, and she worked for like a decade, and she's got a bunch of like big credits. She's on like some Netflix shows too, right, Trish? Hopefully, I don't know if you're watching this, but yeah, and Rebecca does a lot of things.
Well, and let's give a shout out to Robert Peace, who's in the chat as well. He told me secret agent. I mean, he's.
I know. So Robert actually took my picture for the thing. So you should thank him for that.
Oh, very nice.
I never had a headshot.
Let's credit Robert Peace with that one.
I know. One of my friends asks, "What got you into the field?"
Let's give a shout out to the ArtX.
Got a question in the chat there.
What you got into this field? What got you into
Try that again.
What got you into this field?
I don't know. It seemed cool because usually in India, including my brother, it's like a lot of engineers and doctors in the city. So I was like, yeah, I wanted to do something different. You froze there for a second.
Mr. Different.
Well, it's working out.
You're freezing.
What's that?
It's you, not us.
No, I'm fine. I got gigabit internet, Jade. I'm
It might
fine.
be us. It might very well be us.
It's possible.
Our internet's been on the fritz the last few days.
We had that bad storm.
I
Oh,
think the wind
it's
affected
wrong?
us somehow, but I don't know.
Don't worry, bro.
But yeah, I think we should get into it. Let's get into it.
I thought we were into it.
Get into it!
We were just on it. Now we're getting into it.
You work for Rolling Pictures.
As
Bow, 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 bow.
shout out to Rolling Pictures.
Shout out Rolling Pictures. I work there. You work there.
Non-sponsored.
Nick,
Yeah.
technically, has worked there.
I've worked there.
Oh yeah, he has.
One night.
How was your experience, Nick?
It was
I'm
great.
gonna-
We played ping pong.
Well, I was in the lobby for like 4 hours by myself, but Jade came and checked on me and brought me some food.
I brought him Pepsi. I brought him some food.
It was a nice night.
That's nice.
So,
Wait, why?
That was back when we had events. That was back when we
yeah,
had
that was
events.
when people could come and gather in a place, and
Have a good time.
it was crazy.
I thought he was doing your job, so why would you be there?
Yeah, what were you doing that night?
I was coordinating
Oh, I see.
the event.
Oh.
I was like the doorman. I was the glorified doorman.
I mean, at a certain point, if we can get back to that kind of stuff, man, our company is gonna go crazy. Like, it's just gonna be insane. Like,
Even
there's,
on like a
it's gonna-
smaller scale.
there'll be a lot more people helping me clean, though. If we get like out of this COVID, pandemic, maybe in a year, if there's a vaccine, we'll see, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Apparently, didn't Ford announce like another lockdown like yesterday or something?
I think he said he doesn't want to have to, but he's been like, places are in like different color zones now. So we're in like the red zone, and I know Niagara's in the orange zone where my family is. So
We're in the red zone?
Yeah,
The worst?
I think so. Well, yeah, we're like the hub of Canada's COVID.
Dude,
Yeah.
this is scary. I'm fucking freaking out. I never actually processed this until now that I live in Toronto.
But anyway, back to Rolling Pictures. How did you get involved with Rolling Pictures, and
Freaking out.
when did you start working there?
I started 2019. Yes, 2019 August, and I was working on a bunch of different shows at that point, and through a lot of recommendations actually. I got to meet George, who was our CFO, and George is great. Once I met George, he contacted Mike, who was the CEO, and they were like, George was like, you should meet this guy. Then we met at a bar, and George was like, what do you drink? And at that point, I didn't drink anything at all. And George was like, oh, too bad. You have to drink if you work here. and the interview went great. And Mike was like,
That's great.
I'll send you an email. And yeah, that was that. But once I got in, the first day, I think David and Jelly's here. So the first day, it was like I didn't even know what online editing was, what my job description was. I knew editing, like I did offline editing, which is like the creative part for a long time, right? Like probably almost a decade now. And I didn't even know what online was. And but like I knew it was like post heavy stuff. Like you're dealing with a lot of the raw footage and the lot. They was like we left. And yeah, I think the first week that I came there, or the week and a bit that I came there for like training, I had to bug like David and Angelica a lot. Actually, even the following months when I came back to the Sioux, it was just like constantly texting both those guys to like help me because I didn't like I just wanted to know their workflow and what they were doing. So yeah, shout out to Hermiston who's just who's texting right now.
That's cute. It's cute. It's a lot of cuteness all around.
Yeah.
I'm feeling pretty warm in my heart when you talk like that. It's beautiful.
Wonderful story.
It's a beautiful sentiment to
Okay.
lovely people. We work with a great group.
I know. I do give David a lot of shit though.
Yeah, except for Tom though. Gotta get him out of here.
Actually, you should interview Tom too.
I should interview Tom. I just want to see more of him.
I barely see any of them, and I work with him. He's very quiet. But yeah.
That's why we love him. But yeah, so would you ever direct, write, produce, or is editing sort of the thing that you want to keep doing in filmmaking capacities?
Yes, I want to write, direct, and edit. Those are things that I want to do.
Would you want to become an offline editor eventually, or would you say that you are pretty satisfied in your current role as an online editor?
I actually really like online editing. That's kind of what I wanted to get into for like this point in my life, because I realized there's a lot more to learn, like editing wise. And David always says that online editing does not help at all if you're an offline editor, and I disagree, David. There's a lot that I learned. It helps like workflow wise. This for organization, and yeah, it actually makes things a lot faster.
D. Fallen Angel said, "So proud of this guy."
Oh, he's the greatest.
I too am proud, man. Like
There's so much love in this chat. I love it.
Well, and it's pretty cool. Like, I mean, we were watching Trickster, we were watching Baroness Von Sketch Show, both very good Canadian shows that we've worked on. And just, I mean, I don't know, like seeing our name there is just kind of crazy, like that we handle all of it and get it to the point of which the broadcasters, it's just like, boom, get it there, right? And it's like you guys deal with all the specs and you get all the pictures to that point, and we have a sound team, and the sound team gets it to that point too. So it's just crazy watching it all come together.
Yeah, no, I like that we have Dave was probably going to laugh at this. I like that we have an efficient team. Like everyone knows exactly what they're doing, except probably me, because David's going to probably say that right now. But yeah, everyone like really knows their tasks and they just go at it. So there's not a lot of babysitting to do, which is good. And yeah, I think Mike did a good job of hiring the right people. Like even when they were interviewing you, like I probably already told you this before. Like I knew you were gonna get the job, but I didn't say it just in case you didn't. Like when you were applying, I was like, yeah, this is like Jade's job description. Like
I felt like that when I read it.
Yeah, exactly. And I was surprised you even found it. I didn't nudge you at all. You found it yourself. I didn't even know Denise was quitting.
Well, I was in a pretty like steady job hunt. I had done a few interviews previously that week and the week before. And it was kind of like, it was like win or go home at that point, to be honest, man. Like it's hard to find an apartment in Toronto. It's even harder when you don't have a job. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I needed to find a job, and I also had a Europe trip planned, and like there was just so many factors going on in my life, and then COVID too. Like it was just like between January, February, and March of this last year of 2020, it was fucked for me. Like it was awesome, but it was just like so stressful because it was like I had to break the news that I had a Europe trip planned, and I had to talk about that and figure out if I can get the time off and have somebody to cover me. And like all the while, like I just picked up this pretty intense job that like is not easy by any means. So it's like there's a lot to handle with all of that. So, you know, and balancing things. So those first 3 months of 2020 were kind of fucking crazy, man. But it's crazy now to talk about it because it's November and COVID happened in March.
Yeah, I was joking about it too. There was, I think it snowed in the Sioux in June, and I sent a picture in like our group chat, and I was like, "How long has COVID been here?" And then, yeah, that was a joke. And now it's winter again, and yeah, still here. It's not good.
Well, it's a dark hole. It sucks you into the fucking vortex, and you just go woo, and it's scary, man. But at the same time, you know, gotta live. Gotta fucking live.
That's true.
But you can't live. Not as much as you want to.
No, actually, I mean, if we have another lockdown, this time I'm more prepared.
What do you have?
My work from home setup is more set up now. Actually, I just got the stuff today. What you see behind me is like what I brought in today from the office.
What do you have? A monitor? 2 monitors there?
Yeah, 2 monitors, and I got the amulet thing that we use for like, you know, working from home. Like it's what I use at the office.
The amulet gives you good Wi-Fi?
Wi-Fi? No, it just it helps me access all of the computers in Toronto, like from here.
Idiot. Sorry. I lack the technical experience to
I
understand
thought you would
every
know.
little piece of gear. Sorry, I'm not super technically savvy, so I'm not natural at that kind of stuff. I'm trying to figure it out. That's why I ask questions like, is it for the Wi-Fi? No, it's to connect to the other computers in Toronto on a remote basis so you can work from home.
Okay. Sorry for being
Boring.
kind of.
A lot of pent-up aggression, obviously.
Gotta get this one to bed.
What you got for us, Hari? What do you do? You have any like secret skills or any cool talents? Can you sing? Are you a song and dance man? Do you have any?
You're not the wrong person if you wanna sing and dance.
Could you bust a freestyle if I gave you a beat?
No, that's I can't even remember.
What have you been watching lately? What movies or movies have you been watching? This is a movie podcast. We talk about movies.
Mm-hmm.
Or TV. It's up to you.
Actually, last night, one of my friend and I, Charlie, I don't know if you know Charlie, we put on this movie called Pet Cemetery.
Okay.
The old one, the original one from 1980s. And it was actually the Stephen King written book, right? And it was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Really good. I didn't expect that at all from a movie called Pet Cemetery.
I only saw the new one, so I'll have to check out the old one.
Just want to give a shout out that we have 12 people in here right now.
Wow.
I don't want to draw attention to it. I don't want to lose any. I want to gain some.
Look who we got. We got a star in our midst here. Bringing in the people. You're engaging with the people.
Yeah, the people love you.
I know.
Do a little song and dance for the people. You have any cool dance moves?
No. My friend Naveen is like the new one. I just say, oh, is that your mom? Nice.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's get to talking about working on films, being like, because we shot and Nick did sound, I shot, but we worked together on this crazy film, Wildfire. Yeah, I mean, our experiences on that were kind of crazy, and they're almost like the most memorable experiences I've had in my career so far as a filmmaker.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of the most memorable experiences for you as a filmmaker?
It's actually probably directing my own short film, which shout out to myself. It's playing at the Sioux Film Festival.
Shout out to myself.
For the
Yes.
12 people who are watching.
Myself has been killing it.
Actually, you have a music video, or do you have a short film?
No, I was talking about myself. So myself is, as you know, a great online editor that works for Rolling Pictures. And
Yes.
What's the film called?
yours is called,
Mine is called Thief.
and what's mine called?
IEF. I have no idea. I don't know.
Oh! Comes out of the live stream, doesn't do his research. We did our research, Hari. We did our research.
You were the one supposed to do the research. I thought you were gonna have more interesting questions. Like, we're gonna lose all the 12 people. See, we only lost one.
We're losing.
Dude, we're good. We're good.
This is so natural.
This has been our best live stream yet, I think.
Yeah.
I think we should move it to 10
We've been we got 11. We got 11.
with Hari.
It was 11. But
Well, Jade, yours is called, of course, it's a music video.
Can We Just Dance? By Robert Alfieri. It's the concept he kind of like came up with as well, and it was just like this couple at their younger stage, middle stage, and older stage, and it tugs the heartstrings. It's a great wedding song, and shot it in Niagara. And I'm excited for sort of something to be seen from, because I'm from the Sioux, and I lived in the Sioux until I was 18, and then I moved to St. Catharines, and then I moved back to the Sioux, and then I moved to Toronto. It's kind of like cool that a northern festival that was hosted in the Sioux accepted my film and is showing my film, because I still identify as someone from the north.
yeah.
I think that's pretty cool. Very cool. Very like pro film, pro like filmmakers, and we're all like doing stuff. So it's pretty cool to see other people getting some recognition, like their names, Vlad.
Oh yeah, you know what? You should have Vlad here too one day.
I would love to have Vlad here. I mean, I'd ask him questions about what's it like, being able to do a Eastern European accent and stuff.
He's got a YouTube channel now.
Really?
Yeah.
The guy's out there. Where is he living these days? Scarborough?
He's in the Sioux. Yeah. That's why I go play pool with him once in a while.
He's got a pool table?
Yeah. He lives in this big house with the guy who owns Outspoken, and he's got a gym and a sauna and a pool table. It's great. It's a good place.
Vlad figured it out.
I know he figured it out. He found the hack.
I'd never leave there. That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Have you ever done any acting or theater work?
Yes and yes, and I don't think I even want to talk about it. I think so. When I started, I tried like theater work. I think it was for a play. I think I knew in the first like 9 seconds like I didn't want to do acting. And yeah, and
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
what am I applying for a job? What is this?
No, you're not.
This is just how friends talk to each other.
This is how friends
Where do you
speak
see
to one
yourself
another.
in 5 years, buddy?
My friend, how do you see yourself in 5 years?
Hopefully, at least in 5 years, at least hopefully it doesn't take 5 years. I want to get a Tesla within the next few years. Hopefully it's not 5, before I'm 30. But other than that, I hope I still have a job, and I hope I'm doing something I still like. I really like online editing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I may still be doing that, or maybe color. Am I right, David? I can do color. And yeah.
I saw
I'm
David
still
doing some
gonna be-
mixing
I'm still
today.
gonna
Mixing
be
seems
in-
cool. Pardon?
Hopefully, I start or I write a feature, or at least like a 30-minute short. That's not a short, like a pilot for a TV, maybe. Yeah, I want to write and direct something bigger than shorts.
What kind of stories are you interested in, friend?
Mostly thriller. Thriller horror is my favorite genre, but I really like comedy.
Why
But
are
it's
you
just
Why are you obsessed with horror?
mostly
Such a loser.
Mostly just thriller, just because I like the way it makes you like feel. So even the short I did, it's called what they would say. Okay, so mostly, yeah, most of my films pretty much like thriller, horror, and the last two recent ones are both like thrillers. But when people like watch it, the people I've showed it to, and when they actually like feel something, they're like, "Oh wait, what's gonna happen next?" Like that's an exciting feeling.
Yep.
And yeah, I like when movies actually make you feel at the edge of the seat.
Have you seen Funny Boy?
Well, I worked on Funny Boy.
But have you
so
watched the entire film?
Actually, no.
I'll say this.
So can you actually feel my phone vibrate? Can you hear it?
Yeah, it vibrates our table. Is that David?
Yeah, it's David.
Sounds like the laundry's done.
Can you let him know to do it at a more aggressive pace to see if there can be like an actual drum beat built from his vibrations?
I'm gonna leave the chat open so it doesn't, because I have my laptop open too. That should stop it.
What kind of phone do you have?
It's a Samsung, but I might shift to Apple this year. My family do it.
Well, Jade's looking for a new phone.
I'm Apple, staying with Apple. Why do you like Apple? It just works.
You know what? There's absolutely nothing wrong with this. Actually, I might not buy an Apple. I might just get the new MacBook. It's got some cool stuff. So instead of an iPhone, I might get the new MacBook Air.
Without getting too specific, issues with representation in films and sort of like, I don't know, things that can be sort of like, that can come out about a film even though that you're not fully aware of. And because our society kind of like has a certain way of picking these up, because not just cancel culture, but just because like there's a lot of things that need to be like sort of done well and authentically, and representation matters. So I'm just kind of curious about any of your thoughts on that as it pertains to films that we might work on without getting too specific.
Well, nothing that we worked on, because we work on a lot of things, and there's no shortage of like representation in those. But in general, I'm just sick of movies having Indians as cab drivers all the time. And it's I mean, it's funny sometimes, but it's it's funny when it's funny.
Not funny
but
anymore.
Shout
out to Matt.
Yeah, we're calling you out, Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds.
Exactly. I was just about to talk about that.
Friend of the show, Ryan Reynolds.
Friend of Jade Robertson Films.
Personal friend of Jade Robertson.
He's
actually Ryan Reynolds retweeted you, didn't he?
He mentioned me on a story on Instagram.
That's a big deal.
That was the highlight of Jade's whole year.
I did a
his career. You peaked, Jade. You peaked.
We celebrated that night.
Dude, I peaked early. I peaked early. I showed this to my mom. Or I sent this to my mom.
Oh, God. Here's a cringe warning.
I show that TikTok you and Nick made.
Which one?
From the top?
Do you still have that?
Taylor Swift?
No, not Taylor Swift. There's one where Nick Dolly's back, and at the end there's his face too. Remember that one?
That's the Taylor Swift one.
Oh, is that Taylor Swift? Okay.
Yeah, get it right. This guy busting my chops at the beginning of the live stream. Coming down hard. All right.
You're kidding.
Come on, Dave. I know you have time. I realize that. We could be working right now. I know.
How long do these scenes go on for, Jade?
What scenes?
How long does your live stream? Just curious.
Basically one hour.
Yeah, we typically go for an hour. So I mean, it's 10:51 right now.
We're winding down.
We're winding down. It's quiet time in the apartment. Never. Not while I'm here. It's pretty loud.
Not until he passes out upstairs. In a drunken stupor. Just kidding, everybody. Jade's fine. He's doing great.
It's a school night, Jade. You
He's
got
thriving.
yeah.
I know. I'll be asleep.
What were we talking about before?
I'm actually surprised you're awake.
Off track.
Before what I just
We're
talked
talking
about.
representation.
We were talking about
And Ryan
representation,
Reynolds.
and then, dude, man, like, it's crazy. Like watching these films get received, and then just get received so, like, not
film are you
poorly,
watching?
but just like some people are just like, whoa, and I'm just like,
I
yeah.
don't know what you're talking about. But
Rusty Hollow Productions.
oh shit, we got Rebecca Herron in the house.
We're back up to 12. This is incredible. This is the most
I already
sustained
did a
audience
shout
we've
out
had.
to Rebecca.
Thank you, Hari.
Nick, do you have any shout outs you want to give? This is a quick commercial break. Over to Nick. Nick.
Whoa.
Nick.
I got a shout out to give. Shout out to.
Give it.
Oh my God.
Give us your best shout out.
I mean, I would just shout out Wildfire, just reminding us why we're all here together.
Shout out to Greg Holmes, the director of Wildfire.
Yeah. Rain Pakoda, the lead actress of Wildfire, was her birthday recently. So
Julie.
happy belated to Rain. And I'll give a shout out to my family. I hope they're doing great. I hope I get to see them soon. And hope the holidays aren't completely butchered.
Shout out Hari to your family as well.
Yes.
When was the last time you met your family, Nick?
It would be August was when I was last there. And
Oh, wow.
I'm hoping
I like
to go.
It's not too bad.
I was hoping to go like week of Christmas, but if I have to go early because of potential lockdown, I'll go early. So I don't know.
What about you, Jade? When are you coming next? Coming over?
That's a good question.
That's a good question. I don't think I'm going to stay for New Year's, but I think I'm going to come for Christmas.
Come for your screening. It's on the weekend.
That's true. Yeah, I'll probably drive up, hang out,
Oh,
see a bunch of
goodness.
people, hang out with a ton of people, and then
Yeah.
like come from Toronto, directly from Toronto. No quarantine, just come directly from Toronto and go to an event with a bunch of other people, not wear a mask, and eat a bunch
Wear a
of
mask.
food
Kiss everybody.
and kiss everybody.
Richard!
Richard Dester! Shout out to Richard Dester. He plays Robert in the film. He's one of the producers on the film, executive producers.
Nice.
Yeah,
For what?
shout out to him.
He's
Great guy.
executive of a man.
That's nice.
But yeah, what day would that be for the suit?
What day would that be for the screening?
The 28th is on 28th of November. So yeah, this month, and it's on a Saturday.
But yours are on a different day.
No, yours and mine are on the same day. Actually, mine is right after yours.
My birthday. Very back to my birthday.
When's your birthday, Nick? 28th?
November 29th.
We have a plan for a lot of chicken wings that day.
We have chicken wings from the suit. We got
A funny thing, we said, oh, by the time, it was like Jade's birthday or Matt's birthday, which was in March, we're like, oh, by the time it's my birthday, we'll be out of lockdown. We can go out and
We're about to go back in.
have a great dinner. And it's like, nope, November.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. What the fuck
But
is
hey, man,
happening?
time flies.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Oh,
anyway.
Well, I thought of coming in December to you guys, but
no, I would
apparently
like.
not.
I would really like to come and watch the film, be seen, and see the other films too, and that's really important. But if they have a live version of it, I'd rather do that.
yeah.
Well,
I don't
it's a
know.
lot of fucking driving, man. If I could fly, no problem.
Just fly. Flights are still running. Air Canada is still running, right?
Yeah, I mean that's true. Not made of money, but that's true.
Oh, well, as we wind down,
I'm not turning you down on this. I want to come. Like, fuck.
you're open to it.
I'm open to it. It's my older brother's birthday on November 22nd. Jonah Barr is going to be
Wait, have I met your older brother? No, right?
34.
34. No. 34.
34.
34. Jonah is probably one of the hardest working people I know. He's super passionate about what he does. He works up in Whitehorse, Yukon, and he does like a lot of different things for a lot of different people, but mostly in the arts. A lot of helping like with youth and indigenous folk with art.
Yeah.
And he's kind of he had this music and arts festival that was going to happen in May called Wonder Horse that Javia Mighty was going to headline. She's kind of a big deal. So we'll see what happens. Maybe that'll happen in 12 months with COVID and the vaccine. But we'll see.
I mean, there's a vaccine out already, right? Or
Yeah, I'm just being like optimistic that in a year maybe we'll be good.
maybe.
That's
Okay.
give myself a year, and then if not, I'm moving to an island in the middle of the Bahamas, and I'm gonna spend every day drinking margaritas for 2 months, and then I'll come back.
Sure. I mean, I think you can fly. Can you fly outside the country now?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No, you can. You definitely can.
Oh wait, you can. I think it's just expensive.
Yeah. It's not recommended, that's for sure.
Well, Hari, this is the part of the show where we like to put a little bit of music on to make us feel a little.
Better do some royalty free.
Yeah, I'll do royalty free.
That'd be funny, actually.
We'll do some little royalty free music.
Copyright hit a few times, so we tried.
Yeah. Well, they're taking our money. Like we make about $50,000 from each one of these
It's very
live
lucrative
streams.
live streams.
So,
You can use Artlist. Do you know what Artlist is?
No.
It's a website, and they have like pretty much unlimited songs, and it's pretty good, and you can use all of it for free. I mean, not for free. There's like a subscription, but it's nice.
Royalty free.
Are you looking it up?
Free. Well, as we go, we just want to say thank you so much, Hari, for being here.
Nice.
Thank you for staying up with us late into the night. What are you doing? What are you doing? Throw on a tune. Thanks to everybody in the chat who came from either Rolling Pictures or Hari's
honestly,
personal life, and we want to say thank you.
I think we're just gonna have Hari on the next live stream as well. We're just gonna
bring Hari back.
We're gonna bring you back for week number 2 of the live stream.
Yeah.
This went so well.
This is your new side gig now.
You are you're the third person in this sketch comedy trio. So we're gonna. You may not want to act, but you have to.
Sure. As long as
At the very least, we'd love to have you on for like a segment. That'd be fun.
It would be great to have you on, and I'm looking forward to maybe coming to the Sioux on the 29th or whatever. But to be honest, man, I just miss you. I'm looking forward to fucking hanging out and chilling and getting together with you and people down here and the people down here, the people up there, bring all the people together, put them at an island in the Bahamas and drink margaritas every day for 2 months.
do something for Christmas. I'll come by. It's like a pre-Christmas party at RP. Mike would want something.
Mike, his son Grayson already invited me to a ski cottage in the middle of February.
Oh, that's February. We got time.
But he's like, do you want to sleep in the loft? Or do you want to sleep on the couch? And I said, well, the loft sounds pretty good. He's like, there's a dead body up there. I'm like, oh. He's like, I'm like, how dead? He's like, not a lot. Yeah, he's funny. Kids say the darndest things, man. Kids say the darndest things.
Oh my god. Oh, by the way, where's our hats for RP South? We need a few of those. I've been waiting
They should
forever.
be coming in this week. They should be coming in this week.
Okay, you said that a month ago.
Whoa. I have to answer for this.
Okay, well, I just had my evaluation yesterday, and I realized that accountability is a big part of my job. But here's the thing. Everybody else has shit that they want from me. So it's like, do I give people the shit right now, or do I give it to them in 4 or 5 weeks? And I'll be
Rain,
honest.
thanks you for the shout out. Oh, thank you.
What's that? Oh.
Go on. Finish what you're saying. And then we need to let this man go.
I gotta let you go, bro. I got nothing else to give.
Thanks for being on the show, Hari.
We still have 8 people in here, and more people are coming. We can't really stop, Hari. You're on fire right now. We gotta play the royalty-free music.
We are. Put on that video you have.
Counterfeit that's what they're saying.
Nice.
Right?
I mean, the ones that we got through Mike, they're pretty like custom and nice. So they're nice hats, but they are taking a while. I agree.
I think we're having Robert would know this better, but we're playing like a gift shop thing at Rolling Pictures North. So it's gonna be good. We're gonna have hats, probably T-shirts.
Mugs.
Gonna be a bunch of artwork. Yeah, mugs. Do we have mugs? I don't
We
have
have mugs. Yeah, we have mugs.
Been working here for a year, Jade. All you gave me is ballpoint pen.
All I got is a lousy pen.
You do realize
We're gonna solve this for you.
that we're becoming a big company. So the reality I realize is that I have to be accountable for how
Yeah.
fucking many things there's gonna have to be that go out. So that's a lot of shit. And we're growing fast, dude. We're growing fast. It's crazy.
We are growing fast. I agree. Yeah, there's been more things now than when I joined, for sure. Yeah, we need more online editors. Hopefully your channel will find some new editors.
Or
Maybe
at
Nick-
least, yeah, or
maybe
some new
Nick-
hits. I mean, I think let's just shout out Rolling Pictures. It's a great company. We do crazy, awesome post-production services, and we've got a great facility, and we have a great just team that works to make sure that every detail is gone through, and we're pretty like thorough crew.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So what is Nick? Do you edit, Nick, by any chance?
Well, the problem is like I love editing, but not with any of like the industry standard software, so I don't have the experience with the software.
Oh,
Is the
wait, what do
problem.
you use? Have you used any?
I've used Premiere and Final Cut.
Oh, that's pretty industry
The-
standard. That's what offline editors use often.
Because like Avid, I could never really.
No, everyone hates Avid. It's just the old people. Sorry, Greg.
Because that's what we were taught in school.
I see Angelica using Avid though.
Yeah, I use Avid too. Like I have to for because there are older editors that use Avid and to make some of the films, and we have to online and those.
Well, it's good to know that's getting phased out. Hopefully.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
It's the generation.
yeah. Yeah, it's kind of
Is there of all the softwares that you use, which one do you think that you are the most sort of fluent in and can move the fastest through?
the Adobe suite, Premiere, After Effects, Photoshop.
I thought not DaVinci. You don't use DaVinci?
That's mostly for online. We don't use it for editing at all. It's well, hey Stephanie. So Stephanie is my set mother. She takes care of me when I'm on set. But yeah,
Shout out to Stephanie Maioni.
So many great people.
The best.
I actually met her yesterday. She came by the office.
Wonderful.
But
I feel like we should all just give a shout out to every single person in Ste. Marie that has worked on a film crew in Sault Ste. Marie.
yeah,
Oh, that's your mom. That's your mom.
that's yeah, she's great. She's,
Oh, love.
The love is real. Tonight on the Wildfire late stream.
The late stream. I like this. We should do a late stream every once in a
We're going
while.
to call it the Wildfire late stream. Hari,
I know, we
we've
should do
started a new trend.
Trends.
yeah, let's do that. Well, you know where I work, you know where I live. So
We
that's,
live in the Pea Patch in
Yeah.
Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario.
don't give my address away.
In a duplex. I think you live on, is it Panoramic?
I'm not gonna tell you. That's it's confidential.
Yeah, Jade, come on now.
It's the Pea Patch. So you go left and then right, and then it's like the third house on the left.
Yeah, Stephanie knows. She agrees.
Everybody go visit Hari in the Sioux.
You'll get lost in the Pea Patch. It's very confusing.
You do get lost in the pea patch. It's a labyrinth. I'll tell you.
How was Halloween in the Pea Patch this last? Were houses set up? Were there people? I saw people with signs on their doors. They set up all the decorations, but signs with no candy.
There were a lot of heavy decorations, but I don't think any kids went for candy, went to trick or treat. Yeah,
We're not
'cause,
stalkers. We're good people.
This is all Jade.
We have an excessive amount of peepholes.
is this the most people you've had towards the end of your towards the end of your live stream, Jade?
No, this isn't a big deal at all.
This is by far the most people that have stayed. Usually it's like they're in and out.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Nice.
we've got a good crowd tonight. So
Prize
Oh, wait,
that-
you-
as the phone battery's dying, but as we say goodbye, any final words?
Not really. I'll see you guys again sometime. I don't know.
Absolutely.
Maybe.
Well, you're a new fixture on the show, so
This was
definitely
a
on the show.
this was a really big deal, and I don't want to understate the value that this has done for our campaign and our following and people that have invested in the Wildfire storyline. Hari, you had really nothing to do with Wildfire, but you had everything to do with Wildfire. So the point of you being here is, it's good to have you here,
Yeah.
my brother.
You know, Jade, there's people who, when I shared your Instagram post, there's people who congratulated me.
You've done so. You've done it. Man. You've done it. You've accomplished a lot just by being here. And
The way I see it, you've helped Jade become the filmmaker he is today. So you are responsible for
you both are.
the DP of Wildfire.
I'm lucky for you both. Lucky for
Yeah.
you both. Get in here, Hari. Get in here. I miss you guys. I miss you guys so much.
All right. Well,
I miss all you guys.
thanks for being here, Hari. I'm trying to read this chat. I have terrible eyesight, and the camera's
Thank you,
far
Greg.
away.
I think Greg agrees. You should have, how many people can you have at the same time?
Just
One.
Just one.
Oh, really? Oh,
I wish she could bring on more because we definitely have multiple guests. A big
Yeah, that's
round table.
So
you should bring on David once. He'll have just to piss him off.
So I was on like the third date with this girl when she told me while we were making out that she was demisexual. She was like, "Do you know what demisexual means?" And I was like, very casually, "You're half goddess." I thought that was a good guess, you know, because it's like a compliment. Like, you know, she's a woman who's adored of her beauty. I mean, she's a goddess. I'm pretty sure this girl was a cool person, but she says no. Not like Percy Jackson. She says, it means that in order for me to be attracted to a person, I need to feel as if there's a narrative going on between herself and that person. To which then I replied, once upon a time, we had a good time. The end. To which she replied, come on, I need a little more than that. So I sat there and thought for a moment, and then I said, all right, I'm a complex anti-hero with negative attributes that goes through a series of situations whereupon a rising action and tragic climax occur. She then replies, okay, now get specific. And I'm like, okay, I got this. The name's Ramsey Rivers, and I'm a Hell's Angel. I eat Coke for breakfast and I drink my own urine. Then she's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Where did that urine come from? I'm like, I don't know. Did I go too weird with that one? She's like, yeah, do something more a little high fantasy. And I'm like, I'm Fyodor, and I've been helping these elves out without cable for like 3 weeks. She's like, cable? And I'm like, yeah, high fantasy in a modern take. She's like, oh, you're getting creative. She takes her top off. And I'm like, yes, so another time I was hanging with these ruddy hobbits, and they made me get on this weird quest to slay orcs on the Best Buy and chop off their feet. The hobbits said the orcs were evil, but to be honest, I never liked the short ones. They smelled like cauliflower, but I helped them slay the orcs and found this ring. She's super into it at this point. She actually, and then I pull the ring out, and she then turns invisible. She goes invisible. She turns invisible. And then I realized I was right. She was Phoebe of Helm, the demigoddess. The demigoddess.
You know what, Jay? These 9 people watching the live stream, and they're probably never going to come back.
Well, I read what it really said.
I changed it quite a lot. I changed it quite
I
a
know.
lot.
You told me this
It was bad,
2 days ago.
man. It was
We had a call 2 days ago. You told me this whole thing.
Have you used
You
that
told me
for
the-
public study or no?
No, it wasn't that bad comedy.
It was good.
Yeah, it's funny.
It needs a
joke.
little bit of work.
It does need some work. So
The
how
accents were good.
would you improve that joke, Hari?
I
Make it funny?
don't know. Yeah, make it funny.
Work on it from the ground up.
Just a restart. Just
Well, this is
throw
the
it away.
workshop for Jade's stand-up comedy.
I've been trying to work on my
Once you
comedy,
get
work
back
on
on
my
stage.
my voices. You know, like I'm trying to go with piano. I'm trying to get a good voice going. You know, it's like Sean Connery meets
Let's go for like a
Broden.
Chris Hemsworth.
Chris Hemsworth. So, I need more beer. Anyways, I'm not an actor, but
11-11, make a wish.
if you ask me to act in something, I might.
Well,
I mean, probably not. I'm not that desperate yet, but I'll let you know.
Let me know. You know, keep me in the loop. If cousin M. Night Shyamalan ever needs a random guy to play himself.
Oh, we'll see. If we
I
have
don't want my phone to
decent-
hit 0. So
Well, Hari, let's just. Do you mind? Just do you have anything you want to say to Stephanie?
Nothing. I said everything I wanted to Stephanie yesterday, but yeah, I'll hopefully see her
Ooh.
again.
What did you
Okay.
say yesterday?
I don't know. We just caught up. We were catching
Word
up. I
for
showed
word.
her. I showed her my
Verbatim.
theater.
all right.
stuff.
All right, Jade. Enough is enough. The man wants to go.
We can't
We
let him
have to
go.
go.
I can't let go.
We still have 8 people, but you know what?
2 more jokes. Quick ones. Quick ones.
Yeah, like knock
These
knock
people are
jokes.
never going to come back, Jade. I think next time we're gonna have like 2 viewers or 0.
Do we have any cat owners in the audience? Do we have any cat owners in the audience watching
Oh, in
right
the
now?
audience.
Cat owners.
Stephanie probably has one in our car.
What's
Right,
your cat's
Stephanie?
name?
Ah.
Do you have a cat, Hari?
No, I have no pets. It's hard taking care of myself.
Fair enough.
Would you ever, have you ever just watched a dog or a cat lick its own genitalia to clean itself?
Yes, all the time. That's all they do.
Do you wish you could do that?
All the time. That's all I do.
You can clean your own neck?
Sometimes.
Well, do you have any dog people in the audience?
You're cutting me off, Jade.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Thanks for joining us.
Have a great night.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, 7 people. That's
Thank
kind of
you.
them to do. Like, bye.
People have been chilling. Well, are you getting back to work then, Hari? You got a late one?
Yeah, I got a bunch of shit to do, I guess.
Take me through detail by detail what certain tasks you're going to be taking on this evening.
Well, I need some more food. What is that? Is that a typo, Robert? Or is that something I don't know?
Good night. It's like good
No,
night
it's-
in
yeah.
German.
Oh, good night. Oh, shit. So stupid.
There you go.
Unlicensed. Wait.
You're very smart.
Well, you've got a great fan base, great following. I appreciate you extending your influence our way.
Okay.
Good note
So
to end on.
lost.
We all know what Jade will be attempting to do tonight. That's for me to
Okay.
know, and for my personal Instagram Live audience to find out. Because I'll be going live after this for the next 6 hours.
Yeah, I believe Instagram has lifted their 1-hour limit, so now you can literally go for hours.
Wait, they have a
Hours.
limit? They had a limit?
It was an
Before
hour.
you cut off after an hour and you have to restart.
What do you think about limits in general? Like limitations, the limits of self, perhaps, versus the external world?
Perhaps the film Limitless.
Limitless.
They get in the.
Bradley Cooper.
I love that movie.
I've seen it
It was,
once.
It was okay.
Limitless.
It's very mediocre.
Loved it. It was one of my favorite movies.
Of all time.
Still is. It's like, takes the pill. He's like, I could write a screenplay right now. I could write a whole book. Okay, I wrote the book. It's amazing. All right.
I know. I mean, it's okay.
It's a beautiful film.
Yeah.
Very poetic.
Yeah, there's a show too. I haven't seen that. But
What's your favorite movie?
That was a good question. Should have.
Oh, Back to the Future.
Nice.
See you later.
Classic.
Have a great night, brother.
Bye, Ari.